Can. Perfect. All right. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good to see you all. I've been toying around with you all a little bit for the 6:30 a.m. class with the idea of me practicing with you. Would you be okay if I did that this morning? We'll just kind of all flow together. Okay, cool. So can I ask you to move so that everyone's kind of up in this area? That's going to save my breath. So if you can imagine, I'm going to be practicing and I have to talk at the same time. So if I don't have to project, too much, I would love for that. Oh. All right. And I'll kind of go like, see, like here. Cool. All right. Let's get started. We'll do it in tabletop position. So you know it's going to be a nicer practice this morning, right? Because I'm actually doing it with you. All right, tabletop position. And then right away, move into your down or cat dog tilts. So inhale, heart forward, look forward. And exhale, tuck your chin around your spine. And as you move, focus on your breath and linking your breath and your movement together. And tabletop position. With the inhale, take your right arm out to the side and up. And exhale, thread the needle. Right arm under your left, tap your right shoulder to the floor. Inhale, right arm out and up. And thread the needle. 2 more times. And this time as you thread the needle, you're going to hold it. Yeah, you can stay or stretch your left arm off the front edge of your mat. Take 3 breaths. And then plant your left hand, right arm out and up, breathe in. 2 hands to the floor, won't change sides. Left arm out and up. Thread the needle. And as you thread the needle, hold it. Plant your right hand, left hand high, breathe in. Tabletop position. Tuck your toes into the mat, inhale. Downward facing dog. Lift your knees, press your hips back. Press down through your hands, stretch back through your hips. Inhale. Exhale, look forward. And then step your feet up to the top of your mat. Lift halfway up. Fold. Ragdoll, catch opposite elbow, or hands can be on the floor. Shake out your head. Get connected through your feet, your heels, your big toe mounts. Press deep down into the floor. Blow all the air out. And then inhale, roll up to stand. Reach up, lift up through the pelvis to the crown. And then exhale, hands to heart center. 3 ohms. Inhale. Inhale, reach up, extended mountain pose. Bend your knees, forward fold. Lift halfway up. Plant your hands, step back, low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more breaths. Blow all the air out, look forward. Step or float, feet to your hands. Lift halfway up. Fold. Extended mountain pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Low push up. Up dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Blow all the air out. Feet to hands. Half lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Fold. Halfway lift. Low push up, chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths, 2 more sanes. Breathe in. Blow it out. Step or float. Half. Fold. Extended mountain pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Get all the length out of your spine. Low push up. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Last sane. Take 2 more breaths. Last breath in. Empty. Feet to hands. Half. Fold. Extended mountain pose. Stretch all the way up and then maybe back. Forward fold. Halfway lift up. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Fill up. Empty. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Bend your knees. Sit back. Fold. Halfway lift up. Low push up. Up dog. Down dog. Right side warrior 1. Step your right foot to your right thumb. Back foot flat. Low push up. Up dog. Down dog. Left side warrior 1. Big breath in all the way up. Low push up. Up dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths, full breaths in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feet to hands. Half. Fold. Chair, Utkatasana. Fold. Halfway lift up. Low push up. Up dog. Downward facing dog, right side, warrior 1. Inhale all the way up, pause at the top. Low push up, pause at the bottom. Up dog. Down dog. Left side, warrior 1. So that full inhale with a pause. Exhale, full exhale with a pause. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Yeah, open your mouth up. 2 more breaths. Breath in. Breath out. Feet to hands. Half. Fold. Utkatasana. Fold. Halfway lift up. Low push up. Up dog. Down dog. Right side, warrior one. Reach all the way up to the fingertips. Low push up. Up. Back. Left side, warrior one. Low push up. Up dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths, 2 more sunbees. Smooth your breathing back out. Full breaths in and out with pauses. Breath in. Breath out. Feet to hands. Half. Fold. Utkatasana. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right side, warrior one. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left side. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths, 1 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feet to hands. Lengthen. Fold. Sit deep. Fold to the earth. Halfway lift. Low push up. Open up. Press back. Right side, warrior one. From the floor all the way up to your fingertips. Stretch. Low push up. Up. Lengthen back. Left side. Zip up. Low push up. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Blow it out through your mouth. And then come out high plank. High plank position. Take a breath in. Exhale, right knee to your right elbow. Plank. Left knee, left elbow. Plank. Right knee, right elbow. Plank. Left knee, left elbow. So we'll do 1 more each side. Plank. Right. Plank. Left. Plank. Big breath in. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Come back out to plank. Big toes touch. Heels to the right. Side plank, left hand high. Take 5 breaths. Press back through your heels. Stretch forward through the top of your head. Get long. Big, big breath in. Low push up. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Bless you. Slide out plank position. Take a breath in. Right knee, right elbow. Plank. Left knee, left elbow. 2 more each side. Return to plank. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Open your mouth, soften it out. Good. High plank, big toes touch. Heels to the left, side plank. And if this is a lot on your wrist, drop your bottom elbow, bottom forearm down. So you can come into a position that feels better for your hands and wrists too. Press down, reach up, breathe in. Hands to the floor, low push up. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Breath in. Blow it out. Step your right foot to your right thumb, crescent lunge. Create your pelvis as neutral. So lift the front of your pelvis up, your 2 hip points level, and you might need to bend your back knee to get that. Once you have that, keep your pelvis neutral and press your back heel back to lengthen the back of your leg, your back leg, but keep the front of your pelvis moving forward. So it's like your back leg stretches as the heel goes back and your pubic bone goes up and forward. So I can feel that all the way up my quad, up my hip flexor. Then reach up and see if you can get the stretch up the right side of your belly, up through your chest, maybe up to your armpits. Take a big breath in, hands to heart, tip forward, crescent twist to the right. Continue to press your back heel back and stretch the top of your head forward, your bottom rib cage forward. Breath in, blow it out, twist. Inhale up, crescent lunge. Open up, warrior 2. Bend your front knee over the center of your front heel and out towards the baby toe side. And then sit into the intensity of your legs. Take some size if you need it. With the inhale, straighten your front leg, lift your front toes up off the floor, and then bend your back knee and push your butt back behind you, Skandasana. So your arms can stay out the sides, or you can drop your fingertips to the floor. Really work your sitting bones back. So roll your sitting bones up and back behind you, and press your head away from your seat. And then breathe into the stretch. Next inhale, warrior 2, flow back up. Exhale, extended side angle. Drive the center of your back heel down into the mat and accelerate all the way up to your top fingertips. Breath in, 2 hands to the floor, low push up. Up dog, down dog. Breath in, clear it. Left foot, left thumb, crescent lunge. Two more breaths. Wherever you got in the pose, be at the peak of the pose. Breath in. Hands to heart, hinge forward, twist to the left side. Lift the pit of your belly in and up away from your front thigh. Now press the top of your head forward, get more length. Breath in. Breath out, crescent lunge, warrior 2. Good. Press your back foot into the floor. So as your knee goes forward, it's like your back thigh is holding back. So your back thigh doesn't go with you. It pulls back as your front knee goes forward. That's where you'll get all that stretch across your inner thighs, your groin. Inhale, straighten your front leg, toes up. Exhale, bend your knee, butt back, Skandasana. Last breath. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Scoop the pit of your belly in and up towards your chin. From your center, stretch all the way out. Breathe in. 2 hands to the floor, low push-up. Up dog. Down dog. Take 1 big breath in. Bend your knees, blow it out. Feet to your hands. Halfway lift up. And fold. Chair pose. Sit back. Prayer twist to the right side. Draw your front ribs up and into center and expand through your mid-back, especially the back of your left ribs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Chair pose. Fingers to toes, forward fold. On the exhale, pull all the way down, empty out. And then release, Utkatasana. Prayer twist to the left. Create your breath. Deep, smooth inhale with a pause. Deep, smooth exhale with a pause as a practice. That is something that's going to happen on its own. 2 more. Last one. Stay for the exhale. Utkatasana, inhale. Fold, gorilla pose. Palms under the soles of your feet. Last breath in. Pull down, blow it out. And then step off your hands, crow pose at the top of your mat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breath in. Feet to the back of your mat. 5. Up dog. Downward facing dog. 1 breath in. 1 breath out. Feet to your hands. Halfway lift up. Fold. Extended mountain pose. Roll up. Reach up. Eagle pose, right side. Feel the center of your heel and get specific. So I can feel I'm on like the front edge of my heel. And so I'm having to shift my weight back to get to the center of my heel. Take 1 more breath. Step down, reach up. Left side eagle pose. Blow all the air out. Extended mountain pose. Standing leg raise right side. Lift your right leg up. Catch your knee or your big toe or your baby toe and extend your knee. Leg out to the right. Gaze off to the left. Usually right about now I need a big sigh. Get too excited at this part of the practice. Take a couple sighs, settle into your one standing leg. Then come back to center, hug your knee into your chest. Airplane pose. Two more breaths. Smooth your breaths out. Last breath in, stretch from your head to your heel. Half moon. Left hand to a block, 12 inches in front of your bottom baby toe. Stretch your right arm high. Hug your front ribs into center. Zip the pit of your belly up towards your chin. And then from your center, stretch out in all directions. Breath in, 2 feet to the floor and fold. Bend your knees a lot and sway. So let your standing leg, your left leg, the hamstring decompress for a moment. And then hands on the floor, lift your left leg up and back. So left leg up and back, standing split. Bend your standing knee enough that you can feel your knee and your hip are stacked over the heel, the standing heel. And then you can play. Maybe one hand reaches back and catches your standing heel. Maybe two hands go back and catch your standing heel. So you're balancing just on your foot. Breath in. On the out, 2 hands to the floor. Step your back foot to the back edge of your mat. So left foot goes back. Drop your back knee down. Walk your hands up onto your front thigh. Good. Come out of the lunge a little bit and lift the front of your pelvis up to your navel. Now keep that as you take your pelvis forward and down again. You'll probably feel more of a stretch on the front of your left hip as you do that. So you can stay here, pressing your back foot into the floor and hugging your front heel towards your back foot, or you can bend your back knee, catch the ankle with the same side hand, and press your ankle back into your hand. And then breathe. Do all that and then breathe. And soften your left shoulder. Big breath in. 2 hands to the floor. Step your left foot forward. Forward fold. Bend your knees. Drop your head. Take a big breath in. And blow it out. Good. Extended mountain pose. Roll up. Reach up. Catch your hips. Standing leg raise left side. Leg left and eyes right. Breathe in and come back to center. Hug your knee up into your chest. Airplane pose. Lately, I've been putting a block really tall under my hands, and I'm trying to work my torso down a little bit deeper. So rather than kind of being so high up, this gives me enough stability to kind of get more like my torso is parallel to the floor. So you're welcome to try that. Wherever you're at, stretch from your back foot all the way up through the top of your head. Last breath in, half moon, right hand down, left hand high. Good. Stretch from bottom fingertips to top fingertips. Get as long through your wingspan as you can. 2 more breaths. Last breath in. 2 feet to the floor, fold. Good. And we'll right foot up, standing split. So you're moving right into the next pose, but feel that your leg's actually resting. Like your top leg gets a chance to rest. That's the one you were just standing on. And now you're on a fresh leg. So if you really tap into your felt sense, there's the opportunity to rest. If you're kind of stuck in your mind that you're like working, it doesn't quite hit that way. Really focus on the new vitality in your standing leg. Take 1 more breath in, and then step your right foot back, low lunge. Good. Neutral pelvis, and then stay here or reach back and catch the right side. Let your hips melt down and forward. Even as you draw the front of your pelvis up, can you balance the effort and ease? Breath in. Breath out, hands to the top. Step your right foot forward and fold. Take 1 more breath in. Open your mouth. If you're using a strap for dancer, grab it. Inhale, roll up, extended mountain pose. Dancer or standing bow on the right side. Catch your right ankle with your right hand, lift up, and then kick in. Breathe in and come out. Left side. Smooth breathing with pauses at the top and the bottom. And in the pose, feel the pose. Breathe in, reach, and step down. Tree pose, right foot to your left inner thigh. Hands to heart center. So take a moment to collect yourself. And then reach up. Breathe in. Change sides. And so collecting yourself could be a sigh. Collecting yourself could be standing or settling into your standing foot. Might be adjusting the form so you feel more stable. And then once you have your roots, then reach high. Breathe in. Step down. 2 feet at the top of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Low push-up. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot between your hands. Triangle pose. I'm going to block to the outside of your front ankle and choose the height. And stretch your left arm high. Lift the front of your pelvis up to your navel and relax your sitting bones, your tailbone towards your back heel. So some of you look like your tailbone is pointing down towards the floor between your legs. Good, Jen. Lengthen your tailbone back. Now press your head forward. Iron out your spine, iron out your arms, iron out your legs. Take a breath in. Blow it out. And then stand up. 10 toes face the left long side of your mat. Catch your hips. Forward fold. Drop your hands down between your feet. And then reach your hands through your legs. Fingers point in the direction you're reaching. So you're reaching off the right long side of your mat. And now with your hands, pull on the floor to ease your head closer to the space between your feet. Breath in. Breath out. Catch your hips with your hands. Inhale, stand up. Turn to the front, reverse namaste, front facing forward fold. So you can keep your hands on your hips. You can catch your hands behind your back. Lift your heart up and fold. Ease your pubic bone back between your thighs towards the space behind you. And then drop your hands, twisting triangle pose. Left hand to the floor or block for most of us. I also like a couple inches out in front. So like 12 inches in front of my front foot and out to the left side. And then add the twist. Use your front foot to drive both sitting bones back. Stretch the top of your head forward. And then press your bottom hand down to move the twist. Breath in. Stay for the out. Downward facing dog. One breath in. One breath out. Left side triangle pose. Good. Set it up so that your front hip crease is soft and deep. And so for most of us, that means bending your front knee. Soften inside your front hip crease. And then ease your tailbone to point towards your back heel. Breathe in. Blow all the air out. And then stand up, toes to the right side. Lift your heart and fold. And so option to walk your hands back through your feet again, or to take your arms over your head and off the right edge of your mat. So it's like a really wide-legged downward facing dog. Pick the one that has the most interest for you, or you're just feeling the most magic, the most stretch, the most heat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Walk your hands back, catch your hips, stand up. Reverse namaste, front facing forward fold. Square up, lift your heart up. And then fold over your front thigh. twisting triangle pose. Right hand down, left arm high. Okay. Stay active in the work of drawing your hips back. So this is active. Drive your left foot down and forward. Drive your sitting bones back. Lengthen the top of your head towards the front of the room. And with every exhale, turn your right ribs under your left ribs a little bit more. Breath in. Stay for the out. Downward facing dog. Really good. Big breath in. Blow all the air out. Slide out high plank and lower all the way down to the floor. Locust pose. Stretch your hands back. Stretch your legs back. Inhale, lift your heart up. Lift your arms up. And then option to lift your legs up. If you need your legs for support, you can tuck your toes and keep them down. Shoulders straight up towards the ceiling until your upper back starts to heat up. Good. Breath in and relax the left ear to the mat. Second set, set it up. Locust, lift up. And as you lift, relax your butt. So you're using your butt just enough to lift your legs up. You're not squeezing so hard that you're feeling your low back collapse. Breath in, right ear to the mat. Get one breath. And then floor bow. Bend your knees, reach back, catch the top of your ankles. You can do one side or both sides. Pause to pull the front of your pelvis forward to your belly button, then kick your shins back. Breathe in, kick, and floor left ear. One breath. And then set up second set. Reach back, catch. Pubic bone to your navel and press. So pulling your pubic bone to your navel protects your low back. Relax your shoulders. Every exhale, can you relax your shoulders and let them go back more? Breath in, right ear to the mat. One breath. Plant your hands beside your lowest rib. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. Get long through your spine. And then drop to your knees, camel pose. So you can start up tall. Lately, I've been working back on the floor first, and I'm liking it better. It's less pressure in my low back. So if you're doing that, your hands start back behind you, your knees, your feet are hip width, and then before you go anywhere, it's pubic bone towards your navel. So you're making this action happen. Then press your shins down to lift up. Cool. So you feel a lot more legs. If your legs are working a lot, but your low back feels good, that's the spot to be at. Then look either at your chest or let your head drop back and look at the space behind you. Two more breaths. Be fully in the pose, in the work of the pose. Last breath in. On the exhale, sit down. Take your hands in front. Downward facing dog, press back. Lengthen your whole spine out. The front of your spine, the back of your spine, the left and the right side of your spine. And then second set, camel. Set it up. And lift up. Big breath in. And exhale, sit down. downward facing dog. Good. One of the good signs of healthy back bends is that your legs get tired and your low back feels relaxed. So if your legs are feeling it, that's good. Take a big breath in, blow all the air out, look forward, and then step or float, seated position. Lie onto your back, bridge pose. And so feet a little bit wider than hip width. And that same action as you lift, pubic bone towards your belly button. And then you can stay in your bridge or plant your hands deep for wheel. And on the inhale, rise up. 1, 2, 3, 4, press up, and 5, tuck your chin, come down. So we're gonna do 5 more, bridge or wheel. Take 1 breath, and then lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come down, 4 to go, breath in, breath out, set it up, and then come up. I like to make the back bends non-negotiable, because if I negotiate, I'll get out every time. But you can be in the discovery of how to do it each time. It's like, where is that new space? Do I need ease? Do I need strength? And this one, take a breath, tuck your chin, come down. Breath in, breath out. 3 to go, set it up, and come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, breath in, and 5. Get a breath, big clear, and then 2 to go, set up, and come up. This is your medicine. So you know you're gonna be sitting all day. You're putting in the work now to open, to revitalize your whole spine, your lungs, your heart. Take a breath in, tuck your chin, come down. Last one. Big breath in, blow it out. Make coming up non-negotiable, but be in discovery about how to do it in a way that's right for you. And then lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Supta Baddha Konasana. Keep your eyes open. Dead bug pose. Press your feet up into your hands, and then with your hands pulled down on your feet to create your spine as long from your tail all the way up through the base of your skull. And then release your feet, legs up to the ceiling, sit onto your hands. And take a breath or two to discover how to get the pit of your belly to pull down towards your spine. So that might mean your knees have to bend a little bit. So kind of find the alignment that lets you stabilize your spine in this way with your core muscles. And then take a breath in. Exhale, lower your right foot to hover. Breath in, change sides. Breath in, change sides. Go for 30 seconds. 15. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs up. Breathe in. Lower your legs a third of the way down and hold it. So third of the way down, hold, breathe here. So we'll pull the pit of your belly down and seal, and breathe now into the sides of your ribs. So feel like you can breathe and you can stabilize at the same time. And then if you can, lower your legs a little bit more. Stay and breathe. Front ribs into center, pit of the belly down. Stay here or lower a little bit more. 5 seconds. Breath in. Hug your knees to your chest. You can circle your knees one way and then circle your knees the other way. Okay, catch behind your thighs, rock forward and back. 1, 2, 3. On the third rock, boat pose. So see if you can stick it. So you land, no hands, and then set it up. 5 breaths. You can play with your knee bend. You can play with your hand placement. One of my big things is my hip flexors tend to really work hard. So the work is then like, can I get my hip flexors to relax enough and for my thigh muscles to drop back into the back of my pelvis to where my core can do the work here. Take one more breath. Cross your shins, plant your hands, downward facing dog, press back. Half pigeon on the right side. Again, soften in your right hip crease. And allow your right hip crease to become deep. Allow your breath to become deep. Double pigeon left shin on top. Good. Plant your hands, lift your butt, and then scoot your butt back behind you. Good. Sit up tall, and you can stay there or begin to tip forward. And half pigeon, seated half pigeon is a great way to take this. If this is either like really tight or your knee is up by your face. So if you're here, plant that foot and come back here. And then either way, the same work is hip creases deep. So if you're here, can you let your sitting bones sink down to the floor and keep your spine long? Good. Downward facing dog. So you can cross, step back, float back, and then half pigeon on the left side. It's always nice. Your left hip had like a preview from the last double pigeon. So this one's always a little bit less sticky, I find, than the right side. As you settle in, see if you can slow your breaths down. So still deep and slow with pauses at the top and the bottom. But maybe it's a 6 count breath or an 8 count breath. And see what that way of breathing opens up. And then double pigeon right shin on top. Seated half pigeon is your alternative. And sit all the way up. Seated single leg extension, right leg straight. Left foot to your right thigh. Reach up, breathe in, and then fold over your right foot. Sit up, change sides. Root down, reach up. Fold over your left side. Sit all the way up, seated forward fold, both legs out. Lift up, tall spine, and then fold. And bend your knees as much as you need to here to keep your spine long. And you'll always have a little bit of a round to your spine. That's just natural when you fold forward. But see if you can stay long enough that your chest is up out of your stomach as you take the fold. Blow all the air out. And then sit up, tabletop, reverse. Look at your chest or let your head drop back. Right about now, dropping the head back usually feels pretty good. Take a breath in. Open your mouth. And then drop your butt, fish pose. So legs in front, either block underneath your shoulder blades, or if you're going without the block, one of the tricks that everyone kind of misses with this one is that if you're going without the block, as you go back, you have to slide your shoulders back behind your elbows for your head to reach the floor. So if there's no block there, stretch your torso back until your head touches. If you have the block, melt your shoulders around the block. And if you don't have the block, press your forearms down, your head down, and press your thoracic spine up towards your heart. And then melt your heart around your thoracic spine. Breath in. Open your mouth. And then lie onto your back. Roll to the side if the block's there. Legs up, shoulders stand, or waterfall. You're welcome. Deep, slow breaths. Good. Come to plow. Feet towards the floor behind your head. deaf yogi. And slowly roll down onto your back. Supine twist right side. Knees right, eyes left. Change sides. And come back to center, Supta Baddha Konasana. Wiggle around, get comfortable. Place your eye towel where you want it. And once you're settled, take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, let it out. Shavasana. Hug your knees up into the center of your chest. And roll to a side. As you roll to your side, roll all the way to your side. So drop everything into the floor, almost like punctuating your practice, creating a moment for full pause, all momentum dropped out. And then from that, press up to a seat. It's almost like beginning a new sentence, a new day, waking up all over again. Create your seat. Bring your hands to the center of your heart. And this time, as you come out from rest, be in choice about how your day is going to unravel and set an intention. What quality you'll bring to each interaction as a way of creating the day that has the quality that would most serve you and those around you. And with that in your heart, take a breath in. Open your mouth, clear it out. And we'll close with one final Om. Inhale. Bring your thumb knuckles to your forehead. Breathe in. And together we say, Namaste. Namaste. Great job today, everybody. Good work. Do I have like mascara all over my face? I thought like halfway through, I'm like, oh wait, I put makeup on this morning. This might be. No, we're good. Oh God, you guys aren't telling me. That's not a good sign. Okay. Is it done? Thank you, Josh. So thank you so much for letting me practice with you. Nancy, it was good to see you. Are you in Florida right now? Yeah. She always tunes in from Florida. You lucky duck. Enjoy. That's a naturally heated room. Is it warm there? Of course it's warm there. Yeah. Like I have to even ask.
I'm helping.
Have a good one, Nancy.
Thank you.